Hello Fantasy Faithfuls and welcome to Leonard Fournette's Fantasy Snapshot. In 2019, Leonard Fournette will be facing a group of teams that last year gave up 284.7 fantasy points to running backs, second least in the NFL, with 4.15 yards per carry and only 13 touchdowns on average.
Bohannon in front of Fournette. Fournette goes airborne. He's in. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Breaking down his rushing, we see that Fournette is almost a mirror of David Johnson. He runs a ton to the left side of the field instead of the right like Johnson. And then there's a huge focus on runs up the middle. I don't mind a lot of runs up the middle if it sets up runs to the outside, but 57% is a bit much since the rest of the league averages 30%. Add that the runs up the middle only go for 3.4 yards per carry. That is 0.6 yards below league average, and the alarm bell should go off. There's nothing impressive with Fournette's rushing patterns from last year, and the thing is, they're not much better than 2017, just a ton of carries back then. The opponent that fits his trend the best is the Oakland Raiders. They gave up 5.7 yards per carry to opposing running backs in Fournette's best lane, straight up the middle. Could be a good start in DFS. Fournette's one-game floor is 6.8 points and ceiling 22, based on all the games he's played in the league. This ranks as the 9th highest floor and 11th highest ceiling for running backs, numbers that deserve more respect than they're currently getting in my opinion. And the likeliness of him scoring above the ceiling and booming is good at 2.2, while his bust risk is okay at 1.1%. He has a very high ceiling for a small sample size with a floor that is way too low to be a risk. His touchdown rate last year was 3.8%, the 19th highest in the league, just above league average. Love this, not too high and not too low, with the projected carries of 270 and 62 projected targets. Fournette only played 8 games last year and only had 2 games with more than 20 carries. He still managed to be usable for 4 weeks, so that's impressive, even though there was a lot of duds. I would like to take a second to remind you to hit that like button, leave a comment what you think about this video, and subscribe to the channel. I love every interaction I have with y'all, and every little bit helps me put out even more content. The situation breakdown for Fournette shows that he scores less points at home, which is very uncommon for running backs. He scores more points against bad run defenses and less points against teams with a losing record. This is a bit all over the place, but you want him on a road game versus a bad run defense that has a winning record, which at the end is not too uncommon. Fournette saw 22 red zone carries in 2018, and with those carries he scored 5 touchdowns. So even with only playing 8 games, he had 43% of the Jaguars' red zone carries. This is very good, but also shows just how lackluster their offense is. Hopefully Foles will help with this a little bit. The average risk of Fournette not scoring above 10 fantasy points last year was 31.7. A running back with this low of a risk of not reaching double-digit points will not have finished this low unless he got hurt. Based on his current ADP of 27th overall and all the numbers in this video, I give him a draft grade of C. Fournette is in a good situation with a run-focused team, but his rushing patterns scare me and his attitude and health even more. The floor and the ceiling is the only thing holding him up right now.
Second goal at the 2, Leonard Fournette skies into the end zone, flag thrown.
Leonard Fournette, and Fournette is off. And here is Leonard Fournette, and he'll score.
Hello Fantasy Faithful, I hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget to check out more of them right here and here. In case you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss a beat.